Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ServiceNow Interview Guide. I was getting a lot of requests to start the series of real job functions, real job roles. Okay, so here it is. I'm starting with the very first role, which is IT Service Manager. Very basic role. So let's dive into few questions and see how should we answer and what are the answers which people are expecting in what way, in what language. Okay, hopefully it will definitely benefit you. Let me share the PDF. I hope the screen is visible to you. IT Service Manager interview questions. So the very first question is, being an IT Service Manager, how can the role be explained to the business leader in a very simple words? Yes, we have to explain. We have to make sure we explain the things in a very, very simple way. Okay. So in this role, basically the idea is very simple. You make sure that IT services are healthy and support the business properly. Okay. You connect business people and IT teams together, and then you look after the key processes such as incident, problem, change, and request. One more thing, keep in mind that when something breaks or service quality drops, you are the one who is the escalation points or main escalation points. Okay. You also keep the management updated in the clear language, as simple as that, like what is working, what is not working, and what all are the things which you are improving next. So complete roadmap should be there with the business team so that you will be able to explain your role properly. So this is how you deal with such type of questions. You should not go so technical. Okay. Explain in a very, very simple terms. Now let's move to the next question. Very important question and mostly dealt by various IT managers. A critical application is down during the business hours. What should be a strong answer? Cover for first 30 to 60 minutes. Okay. Yes. So, when a high priority outage happens, the first hour is all about control. Okay. In this, firstly, you have to check how big is the impact, and then you have to decide whether it is a major incident or not. Okay. After that, once you decide, then your call is basically then you have to bring the right technical teams and important business contacts on, basically one bridge or one call. And then you have to make sure that one person is clearly leading the call. Okay. So people don't talk over each other and take decisions, or unnecessary, chaos should not happen. Okay. So once you have arranged the call, everything is going good, then you have to make sure you set a simple update frequency, like for every 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. You should update, or the person who is responsible for the call should update the clear status. Okay. What the people want to hear from you or that person. So this is the first phase. Okay. In this, focus is mostly on bringing the service back. Okay. Or giving a particular or a temporary or permanent workaround, not going deep into the root cause analysis. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. Ticket volumes have increased to 40% in 3 months, but the head count is frozen. Okay. What should you do as a service manager? So in such situation, the key thing is data, not your emotions, right? You have to look at which tickets have increased, okay, which services, categories, locations, or times. So you have to, focus on that. So in this case, you should reduce avoidable tickets. Okay. You do that by creating how-to articles, promoting the self-service, and quickly fixing all the small repetitive issues from the root. Okay. So that it will not occur again. You have to make sure to improve the flow of the work. It means like you provide better routing. Okay. So that the ticket will go to the right team in the very first go. Okay. The priority should be clear, and there should be very less ping pong between the groups. This is not my ticket, this is your ticket, this is your ticket, and all and all. Okay. This should not happen. Your priorities, your routing should be top notch. Okay. So after you have done these things, then go to management with numbers and talk about SLA scope and future hirings. Basically, you should have data with you to support or to increase the headcount, and you have to manage that with the data only. Okay. So this is all about question number 3. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Let's move to question number 4. What should a strong example of reducing repeat incident include? Good question. Okay. So in this case, you should give one strong and real answer or real example basically. Okay. So pick a simple case like repeated VPN issues or the same application error happening again and again. Okay. Then you have to explain that you checked the past incidents. Okay. You saw the clear pattern and then you created a problem record to run the root cause analysis. Then describe what fix was finally done or given by you. Like it may be a configuration change, it may be an upgrade or a small design change. Whatever you have done, make sure you communicate that. Okay. So once you are done with that, then end by sharing the result. Actually, what happened, okay, after you fix the thing. Like, for example, after the fix, these incidents drops a lot and complaints are almost stopped. You should be able to present certain metrics, right? Present the report, what was happening previously, now what happened after you provided the fix. So this kind of, explanation shows that you are not just closing the tickets, but you are actually removing the actual underlying problem there. Okay. One more question. Question number 5. A business VP complains that IT always blames the vendor. Okay. What is the good way for an IT service manager to respond? So these kind of allegations, this kind of here and there things are already there in the business. And being an IT manager, you should be smart enough to answer this. Okay. So now let's see. Okay. So this question is basically all about how you handle the senior person who is already upset and he's your senior, he's the supervisor as well, a business VP. So first of all, listen properly, okay, and let them share what pain they have. Let them share their examples without cutting them off. Okay, you have to be very patient there. Then whatever examples they are providing, take those examples, study them, and then show them that what part of that thing is controlled by IT and what is controlled by the vendor. Okay. So being a good IT manager, you should not be a part of the blame game. Okay. You should provide one reasonable solution. Okay. So you can suggest a kind of joint plan there. Okay. What all improvements IT will make and what action and escalations you will run with the vendor. So in this case, you will be able to handle both the things. Okay. So being an IT manager, this kind of responses are showing that you are a calm person. Okay. You have a calm behavior and strong, kind of stakeholder management. So you have to make sure you respond like this. Number 6, how should an IT service manager define what count as a major incident? Okay. Very good question. Okay. You should know how to define a major incident because on daily basis, you are getting such kind of situations. Okay. So in this case, major incidents should not depend on the mood. They should be clearly following certain rules which are made by you, your company, okay, and you are going through it properly. So good practice is to define a written criteria based on basically impact, urgency, and criticality of the service. Okay. In this case, you can take examples like if a key business system is down for many users during a business hour, it should automatically be treated as a major incident because it is a key business system and it is down for many users, right? In the business hours. So automatically it should be a major incident. Make sure you understand the sensitive area, you understand the complete visibility, and then take your decisions. Okay. So once you are done, all these criteria should be documented. Okay. Each and every team member should know all these things, and you will be able to review this on time to time basis so that, when the business changes, you should not be left behind. So with technology change, with change in business, your criteria should also be getting updated and everyone should be aware of it in your team. So this is how you define the major or, major incidents being an IT manager. Question number 7, a change caused an outage. Okay. What should be a strong answer about handling this situation? So you have implemented a change and that is doing an outage. So what should you do next or handle calmly? So what is your role here? Okay. So, when a change breaks something, okay, the interviewer want you to see how you react basically. This question is seeing how you react. Okay. So first of all, focus on the stability of the environment. You have to make sure the rolling back of the change happened quickly. Okay. And if the impact is very high, handle it like any major incident. Okay. With a bridge, clear update and strong coordination, which we already discussed in the past questions. After that, once things are seem stable, they are okay, everything is quite stable now. In that case, you can run a post implementation review as well. Okay. And check where the process was weak and do a complete risk assessment. Okay. Testing and approval and everything. Okay. After that, you have to explain to people, okay, what was the issue and what strict things you have taken care so that it will not happen again. Okay. So these things also you have to, compile and communicate with the process people, with the business people. Okay. So in this way, you will be able to fix your outage as well as you will make sure it will not happen again. So you are fixing outage and the way of working all together. Let's move to question number 8, which is related to SLA. There are no proper SLAs in the organization. Just we fix as fast as we can. Okay. How should an IT manager introduce SLAs? So very interesting question. Okay. No SLAs means they have no SLA. They just want to fix everything in one go as soon as possible. So it's not a surprise. In many organizations, people just say that we fix it as fast as we can. And this is a real thing. Okay. So being an IT manager, a sensible way to introduce SLA is a kind of, first measure how fast things are actually being fixed today. You should have something, okay? You should have that measurement with you, how much time it has taken. Then you have to speak to the business stakeholders and ask them which kind of issues are hurting them most, okay? And what they feel is the fair response and resolution time, because they are the business owner. They must know all these things. They must be able to tell you what is the fair time to respond and resolve, keeping the criticality of that service in mind. Okay. So from there, you can create a small set of, realistic SLAs, and then you can give it a try for maybe basically in demo or some other things. Okay. Do some R&D, do some, kind of POC there. And once you have enough data to support, you can see the real performance and you can get back to the business owners and propose these SLAs to them. And once they are happy, you can easily add them. Okay. So this is how you should introduce SLAs. Question number 9. A support team says the SLAs are unrealistic and cannot be met. What should the IT manager do? So this is also a real-time thing. Okay. Many times the SLAs are not realistic and people, basically support team is working there, right? They are working based on those SLAs, so they can complain such things. So how you should approach in this particular question, or what you will do here? So, when the team says like SLAs are impossible, it is important to be fair to both sides. You have to make sure you have to check both sides, right? So you can start by checking the numbers and then basically how far is the current performance from the SLA targets. Okay. You can directly get in touch with the team and discuss what gaps are there. Okay. Is it a technical gap? Is it a kind of bad process which they have designed? Or it is a kind of heavy dependency or skill or capacity? All these things should be taken care by the team and understand their pain areas. So in the process, if you find the SLAs are truly don't match the reality or the business value, then you have to take care of this thing and you can take this with the business stakeholders. And after you provide the real scenarios, real things there, it may be the possibility that changes may happen and realistic SLAs been designed based on the feedback from the team. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. Let's move to the question number 10. How should an IT manager tackle the constant ping pong of the tickets between the team? This ping pong is the reality of ITSM. Okay, and I hope you have also seen this and you have also a victim of this thing. Okay, so how should you avoid that? What you should do being an IT manager? Okay, so when a ticket keep bouncing between teams, it usually means the process is unclear. Yes, the gap is with respect to the process. A good starting point here is to look at the tickets with many reassignments. Okay, so you should start with the tickets who are already victim, who are already being reassigned many times, and see where they are stucking properly. Okay, you can then sit down with the teams and talk with real examples, with real ticket, real problems what they are having, and find out basically why nobody's owning those tickets properly, why they are saying no, why they are throwing those tickets again in the pool without doing anything. Apart from that, you can take care of various front end things like categories. You can improve your routing rules. Okay, and with the help of teams, with the help of service text people, you can design a new process and see if it is working or not. And then once you are done with that, again for some time analyze this thing. Okay, and see what is the performance. And I hope by doing all these remedies, by doing all these tricks, you will be able to stop that being a good IT service manager. Next is related to major incident. What should be a good example of improving communication during the major incident look like? So the reality is, in many major incidents, the technical work is fine, it is okay, but communication is poor because the people are already in tension, right? And engineers are working, but a good manager should make sure that the proper communication is there, but it is not happening. Okay, so you can say like a strong answer start here by admitting that earlier updates were slow and confusing and users were feeling lost. Okay, you have to make sure that there should be only one communication channel. There should be no more than one, or one or two communication channels, like a single email or a group chat or a kind of ticket updates. But you have to make sure you are following the standard. Okay, and then update schedule. Yes, even if you are not able to resolve the services, or make the services available, even the investigation is still going on, you have to make sure to provide update, okay, to the stakeholders on regular intervals. Okay, so once you take care of all these things over time, this reduces the random escalations and make sure the business stakeholders feel informed and confident during the outages. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the few questions which I want to discuss with you. I hope you get a good value from it. Let me know your feedback in the comment section. It is my first video. It may be possible that I need some improvements, but I want a real feedback. So subscribe to this channel and let people know that OP Singh is doing all this stuff only for you. Thank you.